It's so beautiful that when you have a show and then you have people like Taraji and Gabrielle Union kind of get their start, in my opinion, it creates some sort of togetherness and it creates this community of support. And there's joy. That is success.
I'm just going to go ahead and create something over here. Coming up on another act, I talk with Tia Mowry-Hardrict about the return of her Netflix series, Family Reunion, creating her own opportunities, and exactly how she measures success now. Tia, I was looking back over the course of your career and wondering, once you became a mother, how and if that changed your selection process. Is Family Reunion a direct reflection of a choice that you made once your life changed in that way?
Wow, you hit the nail right on the head. Yes, definitely. You know, once I became a mom, everything in my life became more intentional because number one, I have children that are looking up to me. I'm an example, for them.
Yeah.
But also, when I look at a role, I want to be able to provide some sort of authenticity to the role. And I want to be able to take my personal experiences that I've, with or gone through my personal journey and apply it to the character. Because when I'm able to do that, then I feel like, there's authenticity to whatever I'm bringing to the table. And with authenticity, in my opinion, comes relatability. Yeah, so everything it's definitely intentional and it comes from a personal place.
Yeah, relatability seems to be very important to you, and it's worked so well for you, because I think that's why you're here. Also, in addition to all the other things that you do, you're a social media influencer, because people really look to you as they kind of navigate the changes in their lives too. At what point did you take notice of that and decide to just dive in a little bit deeper and be intentional in that way?
Yeah. The first time I noticed that I'm going to use my social media platform to tell my story in a real and authentic way would have to be after I gave birth to my son, Cree. When I, became a mother, and then when I got pregnant and when I started to put on weight, and I was never prepared for the bullying and I call it bullying because that's what it is. Let's call it for what it is. And you have not just one or two, but you have, a group of people, young, old, men, women, attacking my weight when I became pregnant, or it became this race of how quickly do you have to lose the weight or the pounds after having a baby. And I was like, you know what? This is just not I don't like it. And not only did I not like it, you know what I mean? It was even deeper. I felt like it wasn't right. So I wanted to change the narrative. I wanted to change this stereotypical perception of what women should be, how they should be, after they have a baby. And it's like, we have to be supportive and, be uplifting. Like I said, women are so vulnerable. And to just come down on someone because of what they look like, it just didn't feel right. So I said, you know what? I'm going to start using my social media platform to, change the narrative.
Yeah. Your voice was really important. I remember, you talking about the bullying on social media. And I think that a lot of women really gravitated towards you because they felt the same way and the same types of pressures. One thing about you, and also with your sister, that I've always found to be so incredible is that you guys have always created opportunities for yourself when they didn't necessarily exist. And you were young when you first did that, but what made you first know that that was even something you could do?
We thought that it was going to be easy, meaning we thought that people were going to just have the scripts, come our way, and we weren't ever going to have to audition again. But the opposite happened. It was crazy how for a few years, it got really silent.
Mm.
And we were like, wow, like, how could you go from being on top, meaning in demand,
Yeah.
to nobody even, acquiring you? And we were like, we're not just gonna, sit back and allow this to happen. I'm not waiting on anyone to make my dreams come true. I'm
Yeah.
realizing and understanding that I have the responsibility to do that. I'm not just going to give
Mm.
it to anyone. Of course, there's someone that helps and guides, but I'm not going to let someone throw whatever on the wall and it sticks. It's more becoming and being a leader, and I love it.
Yeah.
You have more control of what you want to do, what you don't want to do, and there's joy. I have joy in that.
One thing that happened to all of us and for all of us during the thick of the quarantine is that you had 3 trending shows on Netflix at the same time. Sister, Sister, The Game, and of course, Family Reunion. And that was success. What did that feel like for you?
Girl, that was so surreal to me.
Yeah.
It really was. And I believe in celebration. I believe, I had to encourage my husband with that, because my husband is an introvert. It doesn't mean that you're not humble to celebrate, but he's so
Mm-hmm.
gentle and shy. And I'm like, Corey, this is a huge accomplishment. Like,
Yes.
celebrate. So it was a great moment for me to actually look back at all of the hard work that I have been doing throughout the years. And I will say this, though,
Yeah.
I love what I do, and I
Yeah.
have so much fun doing it. And sometimes I get in my own little zone that time just goes by. And
Mm-hmm.
so when I was even able to see that, I was like, wow, Tia, like you have been busy doing your thing, but minding your own business.
And drinking lots of water.
And drinking
Exactly.
lots of water and taking my vitamins.
One thing I'll definitely say about Sister Sister, because I've been marathoning it again. I'm from Michigan originally and grew up in the Detroit
Oh, no.
suburbs, and we would have been in high school at the same time. So we used to always watch it and then come to school the next day like they shouted out Dot and Etta Shrimp Shack or whatever it was. But
Oh, cool.
watching it again as an adult, I was aware of something, and I would love to hear what you think about this, is that you guys really provided a lot of first credits for several beloved people in this industry.
I know.
Taraji P. Henson, Gabrielle Union,
Real
Larry
Union.
Wilmore, and so many more. Do you ever think back to the role that you guys played as young creatives and actors and understand how powerful that was to have a platform that gave, several important people their first?
It's so beautiful that when you have a show and then you have people like Taraji and Gabrielle Union kind of get their start, in my opinion, it creates some sort of togetherness, and it creates this community of support. And, that's what we need. That's what we all need to, in my opinion, to excel, to move forward. Yes, you can't do all of this. You can't do all of this on your own. You can't do all of this by yourself. So this is about community. This is about representation. This is about support. We are all in this world together, and there's room for everyone to succeed. And so it's amazing. And even to be able to, talk to Gabrielle and Taraji, they're so supportive of even what I'm doing today. When Taraji had posted, because I had given her a box of my supplements, Answer, and then when she posted it on her feed, and it got like 1 million views, and then I think we got like 10,000 extra followers on our Instagram just on that one post.
Wow.
I was like, again, see, this is what giving and supporting looks like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's unity, and it's so beautiful. And to be able to see her support me in a different endeavor, and then to see Gabrielle support me as a mother, and we have like play dates, that's support too. That's sisterhood too.
Yep.
It's amazing.
Before I let you go, last question. How do you measure success at this point in your life? Like, what things do you look at that lets you know you're on the right road?
Happiness.
Mm.
Happiness. So if I'm enjoying the process, meaning the whole process from beginning, the good, the bad, the ugly, the long, tired nights, the failures, but I'm loving what I'm doing and I'm smiling and I'm laughing, then to me, that is success. Why would I want to be spending 12, 14 hours doing something that I'm miserable or I don't want to do it? So I think that's also kind of another reason on why I find some sort of, success with every project that I do. Is when if I look and I say, I can have fun with this, then I know that there's going to be some sort of success with it.
Yeah. Well, keep having fun because we have fun watching you.
Oh,
Tia, thank you so much. No, thank you so
much.
much. Thank you for doing this. I really appreciate it. Always
No
love talking
problem.
to you.
Thank you.